Beautiful evening as well. Here's a viewer picture actually sent in from Donna Brandt, which is also my mom. But send a nice picture in from out there. We are seeing that nice sunset across central Missouri. It's going pretty good. Right now we're driving down Providence. We are over here near Douglas Park, headed near Hickman High School. Overall, road conditions are seen pretty covered. We're continuing to see those snow-covered roadways throughout the region. I'll flip the camera around here and let you guys see what we're dealing with. But we are starting in storm mode. That's due to that snow that we have out there right now. That's expected to continue as we head through the rest of the overnight hours and then through our day on Sunday. We expect significant travel problems and very hazardous conditions out there. The different types of precip that we have out there, and we're going to continue to see many different types of precip as we head throughout the rest of our evening hours. When we're talking about freezing rain, we're talking about rain that's falling as a liquid and then it's hitting a cold ground. That's freezing on contact. That's what we're talking about when we describe freezing rain. When we're talking about sleet, we're talking about rain or snow that is falling, then it's melting as it falls through a warmer layer of our atmosphere, and then it is refreezing before it hits the ground due to that colder layer right above the surface. That's what we're talking about with sleet. Areas that are seeing all snow are due to all that cold air that we have across the surface. So as we head through the rest of our day today, I do think we're going to start to see more in the way of different forms of precipitation, but we're going to see more of that sleet, more of that freezing rain. Sleet's more like those sprinkles. Freezing rain is more like that glaze on a donut. Here's what I'm thinking right now as far as our ice and snow potential. I think areas south of Jefferson City, really south of that Highway 50 corridor, they're going to expect more of that icy mix. Areas along that I-70 corridor can expect that transition zone. Why we're so uncertain with this, exactly where this transition zone is because it's going to be determined by our temperatures nearly 3,000 to 4,000 feet above our head. That temperature is going to be a 1 to 2 degree difference, and that's going to determine whether or not we're seeing freezing rain, sleet, or snow. So this is the area where I think we're going to see a little bit of everything, but overall I do think the farther north you go, you're going to see mostly snow hours. Right now, we're looking at the Lake of the Ozarks, and you can't see much. That's all that fog that we have over the Lake of the Ozarks. That's really hampering our view, and that's what we're seeing as you're driving as well. So make sure you slow down, have your headlights on. We're going to be quiet here, but that's not going to be the case if you're headed down to the southeastern portions of the United States. Tropical Storm Debbie is starting to make its way towards Florida. Hurricane warnings and tropical storm warnings are in place along the western coast of Florida. We are in a storm mode index of 2 for the rest of the evening hours. Flash flooding looks to be that main threat. With all that rainfall that we've seen, we can be tracking the potential for some more flooding as we head towards the rest of our week. Western portions of Missouri are under a excessive heat advisory. Dew point values right now, we're hanging on those upper 60s to lower 70s across much of central Missouri, and that is what's making us feel a little bit more on the sticky side of things this evening.
WMU8 First Alert Weather.
Last week we saw a little over 9 inches of snow throughout a majority of our week, and we also saw those cold temperatures as we went through the back half of the week. That's left us with this snowpack that we can see over our tower camera. We can continue to see a lot of that snow out there. Not much melting has gone on as we still have a snow depth of around 5 inches. We can see that snow on our satellite really stretching all across central Missouri. That's our snowpack, that area that's not moving. These are some clouds that we have down here across southern Missouri and a little wispy band that moved through northern Missouri, now stretching through central Missouri. That was our cold front that passed through central Missouri earlier and has left us with these chilly temperatures. That cold front is now sinking its way off to the south and east. Low pressure is off to our north and northeast, and high pressure off towards our northwest. That's going to be sinking its way in as we head towards the rest of this week, and is going to bring us those sunny skies as we're going to have that sinking air associated with high pressure. Cold front to our south, that's brought us our northerly winds now, so we can see our southerly winds are still out of the south near West Plains, and we're starting to see that flip around Springfield back out of the north. So as we head through the day today, northerly winds about 10 to 15 miles an hour, and that's going to bring us a wind chill that we're going to have in the teens throughout the afternoon. 14 right now in Columbia, 17 in Fayette, 8 off in Brunswick, and 7 in Chillicothe. So that's that bitter air that's going to be working its way in as we head through the afternoon and then continuing through the overnight hours. Temperatures really not going to warm up too much. We're already at 25 degrees. We're going to continue to stay there through the afternoon hours, and then we're going to watch that wind chill starting to tank as we head towards the evening hours. The winds will start to lighten up. They're going to continue about 2 to 5 miles an hour as we head through the overnight hours, but our morning temperatures are going to be bitterly cold. We're going to start out in those single digits across central Missouri, most areas between that 5 and 10 degree mark as we head out the door on your Wednesday morning. Our next big change, that comes Wednesday afternoon. It's still going to be chilly on Wednesday afternoon, but we're going to start to notice that gradual warm up as we head throughout the rest of the week. We're going to reach the middle 40s by the time we get towards the end of the week, but Then it's going to be associated with another change as we head towards the weekend and really through the weekend. We're going to notice first the rainfall starts to build in late Friday into our day on Saturday. Then we're going to notice a sharp drop in temperatures behind that and a chance at a little bit of transition to a light flurries by the time we get towards Saturday morning. So here's our temperature trend. We're on the bottom of the roller coaster right now. We're near 25 degrees for our high temperature today. We're back near 32 tomorrow, so we're taking one step up, and then we're going to take another step by the time we get towards Thursday. That's going to put temperatures near 41 degrees for our high temperature on our Thursday. Then how about almost 50 degrees by the time we get to Friday? That's nearly 10 degrees above our average high temperature for this time of the year. So it's definitely going to be a warm closing out the week, but we got to get through these first couple days that are still chilly right now. As far as your rain chances go, we're dry throughout a majority of the week, but by the time we get towards the end of the week, we're watching some of those rain chances to start to increase, and I do think this is going to come as in a form of mostly rain. I do think that we'll see mostly rain transitioning into maybe a little bit of light snow by the time we get towards Saturday, but overall, I'm not expecting any issues. Your first alert, that's going to come for that big-time cool down that we're watching on the backside of this system. The rain passes throughout the day on Friday, and then we're drying out throughout the day on Saturday. But cold temperatures are going to be setting in. This takes us from the 20th to the 24th and really shows that cold air building its way in. So this shows that we're going to be likely below average. It doesn't tell us how far we're going to be below average, but you can see by those dark purple shades that we're pretty likely we're going to see those below average temperatures. So we're on the bottom of the roller coaster now, warming up near 32 degrees on your Wednesday, 41 on Thursday, 48 Friday. But then we're watching that cool down as we head towards the beginning of next week, and that's going to put temperatures back into the teens. So the cold air is going to go away for a little bit, but it's going to be a short-lived warm-up as we're going to be dealing with more cold air by the time we get towards the end of next week. 25 degrees today, watching the sunny skies through the afternoon hours, near 8 degrees, bitterly cold overnight, watching those wind chills to be near zero as we head out the door on your Wednesday morning. 30s on Wednesday, 40s return by Thursday, 40s continue through Friday, but then the cold air returns, and we're watching for the teens by the time we start next week.